What's up, guys? APTV correspondent Stevie James here at Rock on the Range in Columbus, and I'm joined by Bjorn from In Flames. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm having a fantastic day so far. I just got to see some of Alter Bridge show, and now I'm going to see some of Papa Roach's show later, so I'm stoked.
What more could you ask for, really?
Corn later.
Now you're just getting needy.
I know, sorry about that.
You guys are just on tour with Alter Bridge, if I'm recalling correctly. How was that run?
It's fantastic. It's in between, so it's like off-day shows between the festivals. It was just a great opportunity for us to hang out with the guys and play some shows with a really, really good rock band.
Couldn't agree more, absolutely. Yeah. So, I haven't been able to stop listening to your record. We were kind of talking about it before we got started here. Just one of those records that just like really clicked for me, and I couldn't put it down. Really strong melody-wise, and I'd even go so far as to say that I think it might be your best record, which is hard for me to say, but I think it is. But what really sticks out to me in particular is the really strong melodies, really catchy, really melody-driven. Was that something that you guys wanted to do on this record, or did it kind of come out naturally? What was the thought process behind that?
I think the basic idea of what we've been doing all these years has been to focus on the melody. Mm-hmm. Always. There might have been more of the death metal scene influences back in the day, but we've evolved as a group over the last 20 plus years or whatever it is. But it's always been about melody, and I think that's something that if you look at all the bands coming out at the same time, Dark Tranquillity, At the Gates, even the Arch Enemy and Soilwork and all those bands, they were all about melody. It's not so much about the attitude and, punky vibe that came from Stockholm. It was, influenced by a new wave of British heavy metal, German thrash and stuff like that. So we mixed it with the Florida death metal and just turned out. So that's what we've always been focusing on, melody. And sometimes, getting to work with the right people, like on this record, Battles, Howard Benson, who produced the record with Mike Plotnikov and the guys, they just brought something really cool out of us, and it made us work harder, made us focus a bit on what we're all about, and I think they did a fantastic job and pushed us to where we needed to be.
Excellent. Couldn't agree more. Would you say it's your favorite record you've done? Is it your best record? Is it even possible for you to
like
decide something like that?
This one's your favorite kid, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, it is. It always is, because it's most fresh. It's the most current. It's who we are right now. Looking back, each and every record has been super important. All of them brought us to where we are today. Me sitting here talking to you. Me playing on fucking Rock on the Range, right?
Rock on the Range, yep.
So they've been super important, also in the way that we learn how to write, all the touring that came with all those records, the opportunity to meet all these fantastic bands that you've been looking up to and listening to all your life. Each and every one of these records have led up to this. So, yeah, I can't choose, but it's the most fresh, it's the most challenging to play, and I'd say it's the best one we've done so far.
Couldn't agree more. I don't know how hard it is to play, but I definitely think
it's not that hard. This is really not brain surgery. Really not.
Walk at the park, no problem. So I like how you kind of touched on, getting to meet and play with that bands you kind of looked up to. But now as your careers have evolved, there's a lot of bands that now look up to you. Is that something that you're
sorry
in advance. Is that something you guys are conscious of? Or have you not really even think about that kind of stuff?
Well, we hear it, when you tour with certain bands like Killswitch Engage, bands like that actually said that, well, we listened to you guys back in the day, and it's extremely humbling and it makes us super proud. But also, what I think bands like Killswitch, for instance, in particular, they've taken whatever they were influenced of, created something new, something amazing, and that's resounding really well over here and still works over in Europe. And they just created something that's massive, technically really, really well done, sounding good, big choruses.
You sound like a proud dad.
Well, that's not what I mean. It's just that they did what I think music is all about. They evolved.
Absolutely.
And they actually created something that's their own, and it takes maybe a couple of records before you find your own identity or sound, and they did that really quickly, and I love that band.
That's excellent. So as you guys progress and kind of going back into like how they found their own sound. You guys have had your own sound for a long time. One thing that sticks out is I feel like you guys don't really put yourselves like in a box. So when you're writing new music, are you consciously trying to either one up the last record, or are you trying to make sure it's different than the last record, or is it kind of a more organic process, or kind of how's it go?
It's very organic. It's not like we tried to top what we did last. We just want to do something that we haven't done before, but we never lost our roots. No matter what people say, it's been following us all the time. You know, I believe there's like a red thread going through all the records if you follow them backwards. But it's hard to. I mean, if you put, Jester Race next to Battles, that's going to be, or even Lunar Strain next to Battles, that's going to be a huge step.
You're skipping the journey in between.
There's like 11 records in between. So but it has been a journey, and I mean, you evolved as a band, and we've always tried to push ourselves, and not to everybody's liking, but that's just how it works. We never listen to what a record label says, or I mean, sometimes you have to a little bit, but you don't write for a record label. You don't write for a management. We can't even write for what we think people want to hear. What we can write is stuff that we like, and doing that has kept us alive and happy and thrilled for 20 plus years. And you're true when you stand on stage and play your songs, I think, and that's been very important for us.
What can us as fans kind of look forward to as 2017 opens up and happens?
We finish up this US run for about another week or so, and then we go straight into the festivals in Europe. Then we for about a month and a half, and then we actually have some time off.
Oh, what's that like?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? No, it's going to be nice. It's going to be in the summertime in Sweden, and we're not too spoiled when it comes to being home at summer.
How is the summertime in Sweden?
Well, the 2 days are great. Really great. Yeah.
2 perfect days. Yeah, excellent.
No, but it's absolutely beautiful. When we finally get that sun, everything just turns green and colorful. So it's absolutely amazing to be there when that happens.
Excellent. Well, really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today.
Thanks for having me.
Again, love the record, can't stop listening to it, and I look forward to see what happens moving forward. I mean, you keep setting the bar higher and higher, so I don't know where you go from here. So again, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. Born from In Flames, Stevie James in the house for APTV, Rock on the Range. See you guys next time.